Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have the Sandlot. This is a classic, beloved movie by people who love baseball and a lot of people who don't. You don't have to love baseball. This is about a bunch of kids in 1962 who bond over baseball. Even if you do not like baseball or have ever watched a game or don't like sports, you can still enjoy this film. I guarantee it. It is fun. It's funny. It's thrilling. It might, if you're an adult, it might remind you of a time when you were young and made bad choices because you were with a bunch of friends who are also really good at making bad choices. And so that's a majority of this is about nostalgia for a younger, more innocent time. It's about friendship that shouldn't work, but you know what? It does. It does. Even when you're a kid, just moved to town, and you don't know anybody, and you want to make friends, but you're kind of dorky. You're not athletic. You're just about ready to do anything to just make friends with hopefully the cool kids. These aren't the cool kids, just so you know. But you know what? To each other, they are, and that's all that really matters. When the new kid Smalls, his name is Scotty Smalls. If you ever heard the term, the phrase echoed, "You're killing me, Smalls," that's from this movie. I realize a majority of you already know what this movie is about. I've already seen it a million times, but there might be a few people, including some younger generation kids. I know I sound like an old man by saying that, who have never seen this and have no interest in seeing it just by the premise of it. It may not appeal to them unless they're big baseball fans. And you're honestly, you have somebody in your life, if you love baseball, you have somebody older in your life who should have showed you this film by now. It's just the way it is. For me, it's been so long since I've seen this, I erased entire parts. So seeing this again felt like the first time after so many years. So beyond just actually really good cast of kids, they're good. They're good actors. I can't say they're going to blow you away with their acting chops, but they're believable. They're a bunch of dumb kids who make questionable choices, as 12-year-olds do when they're left to their own devices in 1962. You can only get in so much trouble in 1962 because there is no internet. So, and this is, I think it's set in California, and baseball bonds them, brings in this new kid, and one kid, through his kindness, the leader of the group in a sense, he through his kindness allows this Scotty Smalls to join their playing, even though he's horrible at it. He's a kid, by the way, even though he's just moved from out of town to this new place where he knows nobody. His mom is there, played by Karen Allen, from Raiders of the Lost Ark. He has a stepdad. He had lost his dad many years ago, probably in a war. I can't remember exactly the reason, but he has a stepdad played by Dennis Leary. Yeah. And it's got a pretty good cast of names you might know. There's one more name, but I'm not going to explain to you who he is. James Earl Jones makes an appearance in this. I think for a lot of people who maybe weren't paying attention to the credits back in 1993 when this came out, 1993, an hour and 42 minutes, they may have been surprised to see the voice of Darth Vader physically appear in a film. So, or they figured he might have been doing the voice of the mysterious beast behind the fence. Yeah, I will tell you, the hook of this, the thing that has drawn a lot of people in, the most dramatic part of this, at the big kind of thing that the story is all leading to, is the boys play in a sandlot, and when you hit the ball over the fence, you don't go get it. Just don't. Because you will die. Why? Well, because there's a beast on the other side of that fence, and it will eat you alive. Or at least that's the rumor that everybody comes up with. When we do see flashes of the beast in certain sequences as they peek through the fence, we don't get to see as much as they see, but we get to see what they imagine the beast to be, and it's much more horrendous than any real beast might be. Don't look too closely at the picture, and you'll understand why I'm being vague. But it's great to see that their exaggerated imaginations sort of make the drama that much more exciting, and the comedy makes it funnier too, because they see something utterly terrifying because they're children. And they don't know when they need to get a ball back. By the way, they need to get a certain ball back from the beast, and part of the fun is just watching them go through a number of different, very creative ideas on how to retrieve that ball. It's a good chunk of the last part of the movie, but it's, again, I can't spoil anything else. Again, I don't need to convince you to watch this film if you've already seen it. I'm just here to hopefully convince people who might have a prejudice against it because it's about baseball and they don't like baseball. So take some time. Hopefully it doesn't get taken away again. Now that Disney owns 20th Century Studios, it should be on, and all those old deals might be gone by now. Hopefully, sometime, maybe spring, when the baseball season starts to begin, practice season, everything else, pick some people, some close friends, some buddies, some gals, and sit down and watch. The family, take the family. If you get a chance to see a screening, like outdoors somewhere, under the stars, watch this movie with your family. Is it inappropriate at times? A little bit. Just a little bit. You can watch this with your kids, and it's not going to be like, oh, I regret that. It's not going to be that at all. Yes, the kids are a little bit... The boys, I don't want to say the boys will be boys, because it's never an excuse for anything, but the boys do act like immature young men who, when their hormones are popping and they see a pretty girl, at least one of them makes probably the biggest mistake of his life. But maybe not. Maybe not. And you get to walk along with him as if you're the 10th man on the team, and you just get to watch along as they make so many bad choices all summer as the best of friends, busting on each other, telling each other wild tales, and risking their lives, apparently, to retrieve a single baseball. So, again, you may have no interest in this because it's about baseball. Put that out of your head. Put it out of your head. You will have fun. It's funny. It's a little scary. Little ones might be a little frightened by what the boys imagine they are seeing when they see the beast. We never get a chance to see the beast in the way that they're seeing it fully. But how it's depicted is pretty fun. Let's just say there's some practical effects in this thing. So, it's 1993. Nobody's gone overboard with the digital effects yet. We're still, this is the same year that Jurassic Park came out. What a summer! Yeah. Imagine between dinosaurs and baseball. And what else came out in 93? Schindler's List? Okay, that wasn't so fun, but... Anyway, I say... If you get the time, watch it now. It might give you if it's cold where you are, it's been hot here. If it's cold where you are, this might warm you up. Just check it out. You will laugh. You will have... again, most of this is driven on nostalgia. Like, in the 80s and 90s, a majority of the films made around that time were by people, written by people, directed by people, produced by people who grew up in the 50s and 60s. Just like now, or even forever, it seems like forever, we've been always doing movies, for my generation has always been doing movies about the 80s. A little bit about the 70s, but mainly the 80s, and just going back and see it, and telling the story of our lives in that era. In this case, I gotta check this before it runs out. In this case, you get to see what the '60s look like to be a kid, and kids today may not care or want to watch it, but if you got little ones, say elementary school, again, I don't know what kids like to watch necessarily. They would enjoy these kind of things, but I would hope as a family you might be able to get some kids who will be obsessed with this film, and maybe some baseball. Maybe make some friends playing some baseball. Oh, I was about to press a button. Nope. I decided that the other night I was looking through. That's all I got to say about Sandlot. Watch it. Just watch it. It's worth it every moment. I was going through some new things that were coming up on Disney Plus, and I saw a number of a special look at certain films that were in theaters just a few months ago, November and December. There's a bunch of these now. There's 4 of them that are not on digital. At least they're not on streaming yet that I know of. So whether these films show up on Hulu exclusively or Hulu and Disney Plus, we'll have to see. But I haven't seen any of these films yet, and I imagine and I'm hoping that each of these films eventually end up on Disney Plus, so I am prompted to watch them rather than keep putting it off, and also, so I can talk about them. The first one, oh, yes. No, I've already forgotten. Special look at. I'll be right back. Yes. Okay. Speaking of nostalgia in the '80s, yeah, right here. If you didn't get a chance to look at all this while I was gone, yeah, we're steeped in it. It's a special look at Rental Family. So, it's a movie about a man who's an actor, and he moves to Japan to take on a job as a man who is rented out to be a member of a family in certain situations. Maybe a day, maybe a longer period of time, and I don't know. I haven't seen the movie yet. It's Brendan Fraser is in it, and so yeah, that's another reason to watch it. But I'm gonna look at. There's a special look that's currently on here, and whether it gets put on Disney Plus in the next few months, which I would love, I'm gonna at least get a sneak peek at it. So that's what we're watching tomorrow. Rental Family, a special look in the next Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that. Bye.